Hello, and welcome to your June investor update for Circle East Townhomes. This month, I'm going to take you through what we've been up to the last month since our last update, including my personal visit to the property in early June. My family and I were able to come out. I was super excited to be able to get our boys out to the property, as this was the first time that they've ever been able to see, like, physically all of the work that we've been putting into the property and what we've been talking about for the last year and a half. So the property is in great shape. I was so pleased to be able to walk the property and meet some tenants, walk through some of our vacant units that we're going through unit turns, meeting some of the vendors that are working for us at the property. So overall, the property is looking in great shape. We we had two tenant turns that were going on while I was at the property. One of the units was getting new carpet. The other unit was getting completely painted throughout. The grounds are looking really, really great. Since my visit, we did complete all of the CapEx that we needed to do for the lender, and that included seal coating the entire back alley between um, the garage sections of the units where our tenants drive into the gates through either entrance, and then they enter into that alleyway that is our property. So we needed to seal coat that so it's looking nice and brand new. We also had a gate that was malfunctioning that we needed to get repaired, so that's now been repaired. And then we also had a fence panel that needed to be repaired. So all that has been completed. That feels like a great thing to check off our box and get done and paid for and all that good stuff. I also did some driving around to the development that is happening around us. Not much has changed since Carlos's visit in Q1. We still have some new builds going up. The Mickey's building, it doesn't look like any tenants have moved in there yet, but there was some interior development going on in there. So overall, really still some great progress. Not a ton has changed since our last visit, though. So I will include some video and some picture in our investor update so that you guys can take a look at what's going on around our property as well. Um, in June alone, we had a show-stopping 20 inquiries from prospective tenants interested in renting in Circle East. We only had two vacant units to be able to rent out, so having the 20 inquiries is great. It's allowing us to kind of backfill or backlog our tenant base for upcoming vacancies so that we can turn those units really, really quickly within a week and then get new tenants in there. So we're thrilled with the amount of tenant attention that we're getting and the marketing that we're doing, which honestly is not a lot. We are only focusing on marketing on Zillow, which is a nominal charge each month, and it's working out really, really great for us. So we do have, we had a trash issue that we needed to solve this last month. We have two dumpsters at the property, and those were just getting overfilled pretty consistently. So we've now increased the dumpster size that is at the property in an effort to better control the overflowing of those dumpsters. We do have a couple of remaining CapEx items that we need to take care of. We have one roof repair that we were previously knowledgeable about and has been scheduled, and the permit has been pulled. And then we had a tenant move out last week, and when Alex, our property manager, went to walk through that unit, he found another roof leak. So we're going to get that same roofer. It looks like it's probably the same issue, the same roof issue. So hopefully that'll be a quick, easy fix. I'll update in next month's update what we found out and how that was repaired. And then we are also going through and replacing the locks on all of the units. We have 3 buildings on our property, so we are just segmenting each month. We're replacing the locks on one of the 3 buildings so that in September we'll be completely through the replacement of the locks. This is necessary because the locks have not been paid attention to since the property was built. So some tenants have locks that have keys that don't work in them. They are only able to access their units through their garage doors. So we felt that this was a really pertinent and necessary thing for us to be doing in year one, even though it wasn't planned for. So. And then our last thing that we're working on is back billing on utilities. We had a lag in being able to back bill for water usage when we were taking over the property. So we are just working through with our property manager and our property management software to get caught up on that back billing through those tenants for the past few months. So otherwise, all is running really, really well at the property. We are thrilled with the tenant base that we're seeing coming into our property, and getting those units refreshed and rented up really, really quickly. So as always, we are so thankful to have you invested alongside us in Circle East. And if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out to Megan or myself.